Hello, it's your Do Wit podcast host, Sarah Hernholm. I'm making this, I think it's going to be a quick video because I just got off the call with a new friend of mine. Her name is Sophie, and she's the founder of The Conversationalist. And we were just chatting. We met each other, and we had never had a chance to really just connect one-on-one. It's usually been on online panels and discussions. And we were talking, and I was just sharing more about my journey and why I wanted to do this podcast and wit. And she's like, well, why don't you just make videos talking about this, like why you started it and what it feels like going on behind the scenes with creating this. And I thought, I said to her, I don't think people want to see that. It's not glamorous what I'm doing right now. I'm really in just beginning stages, and I'm trying to find the right people to work on with this podcast and find the right producers and post-production people and and interview the right people. I'm really looking for teen entrepreneurs who have that great balance of humility and being a hard worker and have proven that they can stick with something that's really like doing wit. So that's what I'm doing right now. And she asked if there was anything that was kind of hard about what was going on. And I think Gigi Robinson, I did a hangout with her on IGTV today, and she asked that too. If I've ever had faced hard things when running WIT. And WIT, the nonprofit that I started over a decade ago, it's sure, it has its challenges, but doesn't feel like what this feels like. This is super new, super raw, definitely dealing with some naysayers that think that teens aren't going to watch it or listen, and I'm still doing it anyway because I feel so strongly that teens deserve a place. Teen entrepreneurs, teens that are really doing wit deserve a place to be heard and featured, and I'm convinced that there's enough teen entrepreneurs out there, or teens who are maybe interested in becoming entrepreneurs, that you will listen and you will watch, and this will be successful. Now, what does success look like to me for the podcast? Yes, you've heard me talk about numbers of followers and subscribers and all of that. But truly, success for me with this podcast is that it brings value to you, the teenager, the teen entrepreneur, and that in listening to this podcast, in listening to these episodes or watching these episodes, you feel less alone, you feel more equipped, and you feel inspired and empowered to do wit in your life. If we do that, if it's one teen, 3 teens, 5 teens, if we do that for at least one teenager where they feel less alone on their entrepreneurial journey, and they feel more equipped with tools that are working for them at the stage that they're at as a young entrepreneur, then I'm good. And if it grows and becomes a huge number success and download success, that's great. But I really can't wait to get that first message from somebody who listened to the podcast, and their message is along the lines of feeling less alone and more equipped and heard. And that they want to maybe even apply to be on the podcast. So that's where we're at. Maybe we'll see if these videos are valuable. I don't know, but that's where it's at over here. Working hard, doing wit every day.